Alrighty folks, welcome back. Playing more of the HeartGold Bug-Lock. Oh, welcome to the stream, Driftin'. As you might remember if you were here at the end last time, we now have a Scyther. Which is pretty wild given the odds. That said, we do still have some stuff to take care of at the start of stream today prior to taking on Morty. I've done some planning to figure out what would be the best approach to this period. And I think the first thing that we are going to want to do is go back home and visit Mom. Well, not quite the first thing. See, I realized that with Morty, the biggest issue is the fact... Why am I here? I need to go to the shop. With Morty, the biggest issue is that his Gengar outspeeds us pretty consistently. Even with Heracross or Scyther, which are our fastest Pokemon, we can't reliably guarantee that we're not going to get outsped. But I think there's a way for us to deal with that. It should be pretty simple as well. But it involves... Oh, heck. I forgot to take care of something. It involves giving Mom a bunch of our money. Which of course means we need to get a bunch of money. Luckily, I mean, we're pretty rich because of all of the off-stream grinding that I've been doing. I mean, just look at all of these star pieces. That should do for now. So yeah, I did a fair bit of off-stream grinding. If we take a look in the bag, we've got star pieces, which we already have, but now we've also got heart scales and nuggets. I just managed to find 900 rare candies, and I did plenty of grinding to buy all of the various vitamins that were available. And, you know, I felt like revisiting a couple of the TMs that we had picked up. So I got some more facades from the lottery, more silver winds and shadow claws. It felt like that would come in handy. I don't think I got any new berries. Except for the ones that Mom just gave us. which could actually be quite useful, especially the Koba Berry. Gives us some protection against flying type moves, which are going to be a long-term issue in this run. Anyway, it's time to give Mom, oh, let's say... $50,000. I think this should work. She's supposed to spend our money in increments of 10,000. There we go. As she gets it. Choice Scarf, there we go. That was all I cared about. But we are going to do a couple more cycles of that. So, in case it wasn't clear, farming nuggets can be done in the Pokeathlon, and the TMs that I listed can be farmed from the lottery corner. So we very reliably have an infinite source of money. However, what I've found is that there's Mom telling me she spent money again. Oh, what was I going to say? What I've found is that we can't get a metal coat quite yet. Okay, there's the focus sash. That's probably the most useful item that we could get. I only get one item. Huh. Honestly, at this point, the only thing that we're trying to get are berries, so when we run out of items that we can pick up, we'll be backtracking there pretty regularly to get all of the berries, and then I'll probably just do that farming off stream. The point of all of this was to get the choice scarf. See, the big issue is we now have two pretty serious powerhouses in Scyther and Heracross. They are both very good Pokemon. Can do a lot of damage, they're very durable, pretty speedy. Scyther more so than Heracross. But Scyther doesn't have as much speed as we'd like, and Heracross doesn't have as much, other way around. Scyther doesn't have as much attack as we would like, and Heracross doesn't have as much speed. Now, we can do a certain amount to help deal with that. For example, we can train Honey in speed to max out her speed stat. We can train Ryuko in attack to max out her attack stat. And we'll probably want to invest pretty heavily in both speed and attack for both of these, because those will allow them to do their job. Though in most cases, Ryuko is going to be a bit more of a bulky attacker rather than a fast attacker once she evolves. So, with that taken into account, in order to simulate a lot of grinding on low-level Pokemon to get as much speed as we can get, as much speed and attack as we can get on them. Okay, so that's all of the Carbos we can put on Honey. Unfortunately, like in every game, there's a cap to how many vitamins you can use on a Pokemon. This is my friendly middle ground between... Oh, maybe I just maxed out her stats, who knows? So yeah, we're just doing some real fast grinding. Yeah, it looks like we got capped at 10 apiece, which is what my experience suggests is standard. We'll probably do a bit more of that fast grinding on some other Pokemon. For example, we want to get as much HP and speed on Butter as we possibly can. Okay. We'll get as much HP on Toad as we can. And I think with Toad we'll probably also invest a bit in defense and special defense. Yeah, we'll probably emphasize defense, because unfortunately last time around I managed to get our single best defensive Pokemon killed. Alright, so those are the main things that I wanted to take care of with this. The rest of the team I'm probably just going to let happen when it happens, or when I pull them out of the box. Oh, one other thing. Yeah, we're going to speed this process along. This is Goron City, I believe, in... Yep, Goron City from the Ocarina of Time. Alright. Gonna drop focus energy. Got wing attack, excellent. Yeah, Scyther has a cool sprite. I mean, it's a bug with swords for hands, like, they couldn't really go wrong there. Okay. Now, with all of that done, we've got a bit more direct comparison with their stats. So, the big thing to notice here, we've got Honey with 77 attack and 55 speed. We have Ryuko with 69 attack and 66 speed. And that's going to be a consistent thing until we evolve Ryuko. And that Honey will have the higher speed, or Ryuko will have the higher speed, but Honey will have the higher attack. And with that said, we want to have Honey dealing as much damage as we possibly can. And we want Honey moving as fast as possible. Which means it is time for Honey to receive an item that I expect she'll be using a lot, the Choice Scarf. See, with this, we now have the option to use Honey in order to go very fast and hopefully just wreck all of the ghosts in the opposing team with Shadow Claw. Now, there is a certain amount of, assuming we can't one-shot all of them, which I honestly don't think will be the case. I'm pretty sure that we will consistently one-shot all of them. Then we'll probably need to dodge a potential confusion. However, we can deal with the possibility of being hit by hypnosis by pre-poisoning ourselves instead. So with that said, a lot of our strategy in this will just be... Or a lot of our strategy for Morty was dealt with as soon as our mom bought us a Choice Scarf. Now it's just the matter of getting pre-poisoned. So let's actually take a second and... Oh, I think I just ignored a call from Mom. Let's take a second and figure out our team. So as far as figuring out our team goes, there really isn't that much to figure out. Anya has basically nothing to touch ghost types. And Natasha has a pretty similar situation, plus her stats are currently the worst on the team. Which means we're pretty much going to be rolling with the Pokemon that are already in the party. Just because these guys give us the best odds against the various Pokemon. So let's take a look at Morty real quick, and I'll pull this up so y'all can see as well. So in this gym battle, he has 4 Pokemon, a Ghastly, 2 Haunters, and a Gengar. The Gengar is holding a Citrus Berry. The biggest danger in all of this is the mix of Curse on Ghastly and Haunter, and Shadow Ball on Gengar. We also have to deal with potential Mean Look and Hypnosis, though. Real quick, I want to check something. Where do we get Eviolite in... Okay, it didn't exist back in this generation. That's a pity. That would have helped Ryuko in her potential role. Now, with that said, we have some decent options in this team. Not only do we have Honey, who will be the main force, and we can also teach Ryuko Shadow Claw to give us some extra coverage. But we have Shadow Sneak on Penny Parker, and I believe we'll also be getting access to Sucker Punch on Penny, which should help. Toad will do the same thing he always does if he gets pulled in, which is he's going to use Spore. And Butter has Psybeam for super effective coverage, Whirlwind to clear some status, including Mean Look, and Sleep Powder to give someone a safe switch in. So all told, a pretty diverse team that has a lot of potential. Now, oh, I can't believe I wasn't actually showing that. Okay, so it looks like I was wrong. There is no Confuse Ray on this team. That'll actually ease up the limitations a bit. So as long as we're outspeeding stuff, we should be good. But we'll want a couple of different counterplays. For Pokemon that might come in. The main thing here is that we're going to be rolling with we're going to be rolling with Lumberries on most of the team. And there's a pretty simple reason for that. Think about what'll happen if we bring in certain Pokemon. With Ryuko, it'll be coming in literally to clear statuses and then U-turn out. And we'll be teaching her U-turn pretty soon here. With Honey, it will be switching in, or it'll be literally just clicking Shadow Claw, so that doesn't matter. With Penny Parker, it'll be potential substitutes and Shadow Sneaks and maybe Sucker Punch. I think we learned that at level 25. And then with Butter, it'll be using Sleep Powder and then Whirlwind to potentially clear Mean Look until we can get a good scenario to come in with one of our other Pokemon. So with all of those, we want to protect against being put to sleep. That's the big thing here. A lot of these Pokemon are pretty limited with what they can do to you if they can't put you to sleep as well. Now the big danger is getting status onto Honey. So, let's see. If we look at the Gen 4 Pokédex... Yeah, it looks like potential Vulpix is the only way that we could do this. And that doesn't work because I already beat the one person who has a random Vulpix on their team. So, it looks like we won't be able to get Burn, which means we will be stuck with Poison. So it was actually pretty foolish to not get Burn off of that one thing because Poison will wear us out faster. There is one other idea. Can we get a Flame Orb in this generation? Only in the Battle Frontier. I'll double check Bulbapedia just to be sure. And apparently in the fighting dojo we can thief one off of Falconer's Swellow. Somehow I don't think we're going to go for that strategy. Okay. So that's definitely gotta be Poison. Well, at the very least, this will simplify our grinding. Now we just need to make sure that we level up everyone except Honey. No, we won't bother learning Fury Cutter. To level 25. Honey needs to be leveled organically. Because we need to give her some room to pick up Poison from a random wild Pokemon. As far as what Pokemon we'll go with, I think our plan to just attack repeatedly into Nidorans should work out just fine. Now, a couple more things that I want to take care of. Scyther is absolutely our best receiver for U-turn, and it'll give Ryuko some pivoting options, which will help keep her from being in battle when being attacked, which is important. So there's that, and then there's Shadow Claw, in case we need her to do some cleaning up or something. Oh, she can't learn Shadow Claw. Okay, well, I thought she could. Well, that does simplify things. Anyway. Alright, time to go and get Honey poisoned. So, we'll have all of the team properly healed up. I mean, we could always try and get burned by embers from wild Growliths on this route. Oh. I should also save while we're here. So yeah, this is gonna be the next few minutes of gameplay. I'm just going to take what I can get, I think, so... We'll try to get burned if we come up against a Growlithe. If we come up against a Nidoran, we'll Aerial Ace it to potentially get poisoned. And we'll duck back to the Pokemon Center if we take a bit of damage. Oh, well, that's being poisoned. Now we do have to be careful, because while poison can't kill in this generation, it can be automatically cured if we go down to 1 HP. So, let's see here. Oh. Okay, we need to go around this one. And I think we'll get to her, walk back a space, go straight up to her, one to the left. And now we make sure that our team is as we need it. So we've got a pre-poisoned Heracross with a Choice Scarf and the move Shadow Claw. I'm going to put that in the front slot so that I don't accidentally click something else, as I tend to do. We got Ryuko with U-turn for pivoting and a Lumberry. We have Penny Parker with a Lumberry and Shadow Sneak and Substitute. We have Toad with a Citrus Berry. And we have Butter with a Lumberry and Whirlwind. This should be good. Let's go for it. Alright. Oh crap, I forgot to finish leveling. Well, that's annoying, because that cuts us out on some speed that we could have potentially gotten. Okay, we outspeed the Hunters. The big question is if we'll outspeed the Gengar. Because if we don't, we're in trouble. Okay, we outspeed. Thank you, Choice Scarf. And we already outsped the other Hunters, so we should be fine outspeeding this one. We outsped the Gengar. Okay, I can use Surf outside of battle, and I got the TM for Shadow Ball. There we go. Alright, now that we have the ability to use Surf, a lot of the world opens up to us. And I believe our next stop will be Chuck in Cyanwood. Now, actually, we are going to be getting another good encounter here soon. Which I'd actually forgotten about until just now. We get access to our only other good defensive Pokemon apart from Forretress. I'm going to stick with the Pokemon that I have on the team for now. Our only other good defensive Pokemon is Shuckle, which, fair is fair, is a fantastic defensive Pokemon. In fact, in my first height lock ever, back when I did it just by myself in Pokemon Y, Shuckle was a critical team member into the Elite Four. A significant amount of the remainder of this game can be cheesed with just Shuckle, but we're not going to do that. Yes, Bruce, we're talking about Shuckle, as it is our next encounter once we reach Cyanwood. Now, we are not going to be getting Shucky. At least I don't think we are. Hang on. Gift Pokemon HeartGold and Soul Silver. Shucky. Relaxed nature. Increases defense but lowers speed. Oh, you know what? That could actually be very good. It carries the ability Gluttony, which is better than Sturdy in this generation. You know what? We will steal Shucky. Hang on. Shucky IVs. Gift Shuckle IVs. Nah, I can't find any information regarding the IVs on Shucky. So... we are going to roll with... we're going to roll with Shucky. Its nature gives it a defense boost, which will be helpful. I should also check what level cap. You think they're random? Fair enough. You're probably right. I just wanted to see. Now, as far as Chuck, the Cyanwood City gym leader, looks like our new level cap is 31, which at least gives us some space to work with. While I'm here scrolling through things, here, I'll let y'all see what I'm working on. Where is Parasect? Do you actually learn any good grass moves? Nope, just Giga Drain, which we can't really make good use of. So if we find the move tutor, we can teach you Seed Bomb. So there's the Headbutt move tutor, Elemental Beam move tutor, and then the Battle Frontier. Okay, so we won't be getting access to any better physical grass moves on Toad, which is annoying. It almost makes me want to invest it. It almost makes me want to actually invest in that garbage special attack stat so that we can depend on something other than Bullet Seed. But it shouldn't matter too much. So yeah, I've cleared out most of this path. There's a bird trainer who I will want to avoid. Oh, and if you're enjoying this music but don't recognize it, this is the Phoenix City theme from Pokemon. I believe this is the theme from Pokemon XD. Oh, let's see. Do I want to clear out this path? See, if we had the TM for Thief, we would do some hunting for... whatchamacallit. We do some hunting for a Metal Coat here, since they're a Magnemite, but we don't have that TM yet. And if I was playing with Species Clause rather than Dupes Clause, I could go ahead... No. I was gonna say I could go ahead and get a second Pineco since there's nothing else to encounter on this route. Okay, that was a Psychic up there. And there's a Poliwhirl. Or a Sailor who has a Poliwhirl. I think I'll deal with the trainers that I feel fully comfortable handling. The two down below just have Pikachu, so that should do all right. Pikachu shouldn't really be an issue. It's a Pikachu. And that gets us to Olivine City. However, we can't do the gym battle here. Oh. Okay, we didn't have a match there. I should have looked ahead to make sure. Let's actually take a look real quick. So, Olivine City, and I'm going to open up the Bulbapedia page on Silver. There you are. Okay, Silver. First battle, second battle was in Azalea Town, third was in Burned Tower. So our next battle with him is in Goldenrod Tunnel. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next battle is in Goldenrod Tunnel. After that, it's in Victory Road. So we might get to that next battle with him today, or we might not. I'm really not sure how fast we're going to get through this. Now, let's see. Is there anything useful here in Olivine City? There is TM57, which is Charge Beam. We already have a copy of that, and I'm pretty sure nothing on our team can learn it, so that's not a big deal. And then there's the TM that you get from Jasmine when you beat her, but that's also not a big deal. I also think we might have the TM for Fly at this point, but I couldn't tell you for certain. Anyway. It's actually super unclear that this is supposed to be what you do, but our rival told us that maybe we should go and train in the lighthouse. And so we're going to do that. Let's see what trainers we have to deal with. Oh, that's already a scary one right off the bat. Okay, if we can avoid this first trainer, we should, because he has a Noctowl. If we can't... I'm trying to think who would be best suited for it. I think Ryuko might actually be. Welcome to the stream, Be Marching, and Rafkin as well. Okay, I don't think we have a way to avoid this person. This is trouble because Noctowl can have the ability Insomnia, and that would be pretty dangerous if we try any sleep strats against it. Our strongest attacker is Honey, but it's quad weak to Peck. Yeah, I think we're gonna... we're gonna stick with our second strongest attacker. Okay, this is just straight up really dangerous. Especially since Ryuko has a minus defense nature. Luckily, Noctowl doesn't have great attack and it's just using Peck, but if it was, no, we are not talking to you. We are never talking to you again. I am never taking that risk. Yeah, if it had like Wing Attack or Air Slash or something, that could have been a massive issue. Okay, this guy has some water types, so you know what that means. Okay, next floor. Oh, come on. What is it with the birds? Luckily, this is just a string of level 15 Pidgeys. Worst thing they can do to me is just quick attack repeatedly. And I can't lose to that. Okay, we don't get any of the other people on this floor at the moment. Next floor, it will be a couple of water-type trainers. Alright, looks like we're back to Toad. Oh, but we really want to avoid that dude. See, that guy right there has 2 fire types. I'm suddenly realizing that we might not be able to avoid him, as I think our path forward is actually going out that window right next to him. Okay, we can just slip past them. I mean, they were only Growliths, but they probably had Intimidate, which would have been really annoying. Okay, this guy should have a Poliwhirl. Might as well. No, this is the dude with the Krabbies. Okay, some of these are out of order. The next dude... Holy crap, do we actually... Are we actually allowed to fight this guy? He's showing up as having level 37 Pokemon. I think this must be an issue in Cerebee's listing. Like, he probably has those Pokemon, but... Glitter Lighthouse. Okay, why isn't this guy showing up at all? I'm so confused and reasonably worried. Okay. Yeah, the game seems very confused about who, or Cerebee seems very confused about who is where. Now this is genuinely dangerous because that thing has wing attack. I should have given him a Cobra Berry. What was I thinking? Well, like, I should have a Cobra Berry on him. Koba Berry, not Culver Berry. Okay, I've given 2 of my Pokemon Koba Berries. That should cut down on the worry about flying types a decent bit. Okay, so this is one of the sailors. Most of them will leave. I can't even know who this is at this point. I'm just going with what should match up well into his Pokemon overall. Yeah, okay. I didn't know what that was, I just wanted to see. Well, let's see what our mom has bought for us. Shuka, Choppel. Alright. After clearing that, we can access Route 40. Which will literally just be a long stretch of surfing. Broken up by the occasional trainer. Most of whom we will just try to go around. Was that Cameron the photographer? No. You know what, I'm going to switch up who I'm leading with, because even though Toad has a good matchup into water types, like an extremely good matchup, I'd rather have something that can consistently run away from opponents. Okay. Come on, turn. So yeah, we're passing the Whirlpool Islands right now. And we just reached Cyanwood City. Luckily, oh, hang on. I'll need to make room in my party first. Luckily, Chuck shouldn't be the most problematic of gym leaders since he carries fighting types, which have a bad matchup into bug types. Punching generally doesn't work all that well against bugs. It's not even accurate though, like I have punched bugs before. Okay, for now we'll just do this. Alright everyone, meet Shucky. Shucky is not going to stay Shucky very long. I am going to change its name and make it my own Pokemon, rather than a trade Pokemon. But Shucky does come carrying berry juice, which we will promptly take. Let's see, where will I stand while... Yeah, we'll stand right here while I handle out-of-game stuff to... fine-tune our new Shuckle. So, we have pretty balanced IVs across the board. I'm really doubting that these are random. That's 15 HP, 15 defense, and the rest are all 20s down the line. That doesn't come across as a random spread to me. What it does come across as is a very balanced spread, though. Admittedly, the HP and defense hits aren't great, but odds are I would have been as bad or worse if I went and caught one in the wild, so you know what, who cares? So, let's take a look at you. Hang on. Hold up, I just messed up. I almost deleted our Crocodile. Met. Okay, I'm trying to change everything that I need to in order to make this Shucky not level up as a... make this Shuckle not level up as... a trade Pokemon. Okay, and then your nickname. What nickname do we want on this Shuckle? Off the top of my head, I'm just going to go with Obama. Maybe I shouldn't do that. That involves a whole inside joke that I have with my D&D group that has nothing to do with this stream. Huh. You know what? You can be Bubble. I think Bubble works for you. And we'll do one more thing. Change the Pokeball to a netball. I've changed everything I can think to change. For some reason it's still throwing an error, but I think it should be fine. We'll try this. Alright everyone, meet Bubble. It says apparently met at level 20. I wonder, is that the issue? Huh. Maybe it just doesn't like it because you can't actually meet a Pokemon at level 20. Okay, well we should be fine, and Bubble does get a couple of really nice moves. The main one that I'm seeing here that'll be really handy is Encore. Encore will let us lock our opponent into certain moves that we can use to give us an edge. And Bubble does also have a very unique type, being our only Pokemon neutral to fire. So that will be helpful. Anyway, hi Suicune. Oh, I didn't realize this was going to happen. Dang it. Insomnia, okay. I should have slowed down and thought that battle through as soon as I accidentally got into it, because that could have gone very bad. Yeah, this is an interesting place. A little bit later in the game, we'll get access to the Safari Zone. And I don't think we have any encounters there prior to the post-game, at least. But it is a place that's worth visiting. I want to check. I feel like there are some decent items that we can get from smashing these rocks. No, just the shards. Okay, let's start talking plans for Chuck, because that's going to be the next major thing. We'll probably also want to clear out some trainers that are going to be in our way, and we need to get Bubble up to the level. But all of that should be pretty doable. In fact, to save ourselves some time, as will become the habit here, it caps you at 10, which I actually think a lot of people don't realize. Because they talk about just being able to buy as many of these as they want to fine-tune your stats, but you literally can't do that all out. So anyway, the only stats on Shuckle that matter are HP, defense, and special defense. So we just did all of the grinding with those that we could do on Shuckle. Truthfully, neither Gluttony nor Neither gluttony nor sturdy really makes a difference here. So it was pretty whatever on the ability. But look at this, we got Bubble following along behind us. We got a little Bubble. Alright, let's take a look at the gym, and I'll show y'all this. Yeah, so if I had scrolled properly, I would have seen that I was going to wind up facing this guy. And his Electrode doesn't actually look that bad since it doesn't have Explosion or Self-Destruct. So we probably could have dealt with it all right. Okay, first things first. We're actually going to back up and get an item that we missed. And I need to check where this is. Okay. Oh, that person. Okay. Yep. So, let me introduce you to the reason we kept Kenya. Very simple. I wanted something that could learn... Wait, do I... Dang it, I thought I had access to Fly for some reason. Okay. Huh. Maybe I get Fly after beating Chuck? Okay, so we're going to be backing up real quick. And had I realized that this was going to be something I wanted to do beforehand... Oh, I should definitely change Pokemon. Hang on. Ah, there you are. Nope. Need to swing way farther north. Okay, we dealt with an annoying trainer. Hello, this is Monica. She gives us the sharp beak. And that will be very useful against Chuck for obvious reasons. Alright, we have the item that we wanted. Okay. Now let's talk about our team going into Chuck's gym. Oh, hang on. No, we don't need that item. There's also a TM back on that route that we could have gotten, but it just gives pluck, and I'm fairly certain nothing on our team can learn that, including our flying types. So, let's talk about what Pokemon we're going to want for dealing with Chuck. And first and foremost, while this might be a bit of a strange choice, I think our number one Pokemon for this will be Honey. Surprisingly, our number one choice isn't Ryuko. Because if we take a look here at Chuck's team, Chuck has... Chuck has a Primeape and a Poliwrath. And that Primeape has one very problematic move in its moveset. Now, I think there's an argument to be made here for actually having, and this is a really weird choice, but a pre-poisoned Paris would a pre-poisoned Paris, or even just a paralyzed one, would hard wall Chuck's Poliwrath. It would be basically, well, no, it can still body slam into us, actually. So that's not as smart. But yeah, the reason that we want to be using Honey for Primeape is because it's carrying Rock Slide, and Honey is our only Pokemon not vulnerable to Rock-type moves. In fact, many of our Pokemon are doubly vulnerable. Honey also has access to Aerial Ace, which means double team shenanigans won't be an issue. And if we pre-poison, we could dodge any potential hypnosis or body slams. And at that point, we would either want... Oh, let's see. At that point, we would either want a Scarf on there to make us outspeed Primeape, which we probably won't be able to do otherwise, or a Sharp Beak to boost the power of our Aerial Aces. I'm thinking we put the Sharp Beak on Scyther, though. And if we need to, we can bring in Bubble the Shuckle in order to lock Poliwrath into something with Encore. Yeah, I don't think we'll need to do much to be prepared for this. There are a couple of Pokemon that we can probably train up a little bit more in order to be properly prepared. I want to see. I want to make sure I'm certain that we don't have any other encounters. I don't think we do. Yeah, we can't get Pinsir, can't get Ladybug. We have all of those. Yeah, I think we've got all of our encounters for prior to the Elite Four. So yeah, we won't need to find any other encounters here. Yeah, there's a part of me that honestly thinks that Chuck's gym trainers might be more of an issue. For example, this Hitmonchan has all of the elemental punches, which makes him a problem. I think we can deal with some of these issues by getting to a higher level. I think we'll go ahead and level everyone to 29th. And we might... Oh, you know what we could do? That's an excellent idea. With this Hitmonchan, we can just send in our Shuckle first and use Encore to lock it into whatever it chooses to use. And then we can freely switch in whoever deals with it best. Oh. Yeah, that should handle it. Let's see. What moves do we want to be aware of as far as what's upcoming with our team? So, nothing important for Scyther, and nothing important for Shuckle. I mean, we'll probably teach Rat, but I don't know how useful it will be. Oh. Our little baby moth will get... So, Natasha will get Sleep Powder pretty soon here, and Signal Beam not long after. Does any of that change if she evolves? She gets Gust, but nothing crazy. Still Signal Beam. Psychic and Bug Buzz will be down the line. Honey, just takedown, doesn't matter at all. And we probably won't teach her close combat. It's got low PP, and it cuts her otherwise good defenses. I don't really want to mess with that. Now at level 33 you will finally get Ancient Power on Anya. Doesn't look like anything important before then. Uproar doesn't really matter. It got to be a decent-ish move later on, but nothing really significant. Growth could come in handy at some point. I just don't know what that point is. We're not going to be setting up any sweeps with Parasect. Oh. Hang on, I just thought of something. That's level 31. That's at the level cap. Okay. We will have a Venomoth by the level cap. That is very helpful. And Butter. Get Silverwind pretty soon here. That's actually nice. Oh, and Tailwind. Oh, that's excellent support. That is very useful. Alright, I think we have our... We have some decent stuff to be aware of. As far as the exact team into Chuck, we'll save worrying about that until we've dealt with his gym trainers. So... yeah, we'll just go ahead and level everyone to level 29 first of all. We won't actually teach Butter Silverwind quite yet because I went ahead and got a bunch of extra Silverwind TMs from the lottery. I don't think we need it at the moment. I don't really have the HP to make use of Bide, even with all of our investment. Oh, but Constrict is worse. Okay, we'll swap out some team members. Oh, thanks for the stream, Brown Balla. We are doing some prep before we clear through Chuck's gym trainers. So, welcome to the Stream Raiders. This is a hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokemon HeartGold using only bug types. And we've been doing pretty well so far. The only really bad thing that's happened is that I managed to be dumb and get Pineco killed against a random wild Pidgey. Right after catching it. Yeah, that one hit pretty hard. Thanks for the good luck. What were you playing? Let's see here. Yeah, what were you working on? Oh, Fire at Omega. Nice. I don't know how I managed to miss the message in chat. Look, my brain doesn't always function. That's a fair warning, everyone. If you expect my brain to function perfectly, change your expectations. It's not happening. That said, this challenge has been a blast so far, and it has been a nice wind down. A little while, my last Nuzlocke was Pokemon Sun, using only Pokemon 2 feet tall or shorter. And that one was brutal. Okay, now let's see. For Chuck's gym trainers, I'm not seeing anything too problematic. We'll just want to make sure that we have our bug flying and our bug flying types, and then our Shuckle. But yeah, glad y'all could be here. We've got a little while, I think, before the next really problematic section, because a lot of enemies can be dealt with just by making sure that I've got honey here. It's hard to make some battles difficult when you've got a nice Heracross. And I managed to luck into getting Scyther in the bug catching contest, so losing Pineco didn't doom us to not having a steel type. Alright, let's see. Let's get Bubble up front. And let's give Bubble a Lumberry to prevent potential random paralysis from screwing up the strat for this first trainer. Ah, there's stairs. Okay. Ryuko should have no problem finishing this quickly. Apparently, I meant to go along the other way, though. Okay, we got a Thunder Punch in there, so now we can send in Toad safely, spore this thing out, and that makes it a safe switch in for Honey. Heal everyone up. Ah, jeez. Alright. Yeah, it's safest to just... I find it safest to just clear out the gym trainers. Besides, we're not operating on very tight level curves here. We're not operating on a very tight experience limit. Okay, we dealt with the Wada. And now, bye Chuck. Oh, and Mom spent our money. Okay, So that's the gym trainers. Chuck himself might be a bit problematic, which is why we have to plan smart around this. The main things I'm thinking, we want to make sure that Honey is pre-poisoned, so we'll go and do that on some wild Nidorands or something somewhere. And who do we actually want on the team for this? So I'm going to go ahead and level the rest of the team up. Break out the rare candies. So Ryuko, congratulations, you're level 31. Do we want to drop something in exchange for growth? The thing is, I really just don't see it being useful. Toad doesn't really get any good attacking moves, so there's not much use trying to make him a sweeper. Now, Butter learning Tailwind, on the other hand, that is a fantastic support option to have. Well worth dropping a Whirlwind, I think. Okay, we can... Oh. Let's see now. Once we've got everyone leveled up, I'll need to actually make some choices about who's going into the gym battle, but I think it'll be pretty obvious. And Natasha just became a Venomoth. And wants to learn Gust, which is not worth it. Yeah, luckily we're at the part... Well, luckily or unluckily, we're past the part where we're trying to deal with encounters, which was a pretty big deal at the start of the run. And we're on to the part where we're just trying to get through battles. Okay, let's take a look here. As far as who to have on the team, I don't think there's any good reason to have Anya on the team. Now, Butter, on the other hand, could have some potential utility, though he might be outclassed by a couple of other Pokemon. That said, Natasha has a really good matchup into a lot of Elite Four trainers, and I'd like to keep her safe. We definitely want Shuckle around for potential pivoting. And we should stop by a Pokemart to make sure our mom has... to see if our mom has gone and bought us any water resist berries. While Penny has a pretty good matchup into this, I don't think she actually has that much of a role in this particular fight. You know what, when it comes time for the match, we will probably do this. We will probably box our HM slave. But, yeah, I think those 6 Pokemon are the right choice now. Okay, so we need to back up. And find a source of poison. You know what? Random thing that we could actually do. If I shift in Butter, or, you know, one of my Pokemon, this thing might go for Toxic Spikes. There we go, we got Toxic Spikes. Now we want to switch Honey in on the first turn of Toxic Spikes so that we don't get... Actually, that was dumb. I should have waited to do that. Hold up. We're not going to bother with any battles until the time comes, and then we can use that to get poisoned. Oh, I didn't mean to get caught in a battle. Oh well. It's not a big deal. Okay. Heal up. You. What do you have for me? Come on. Okay, hang on. It's time to go and visit Mom. I've been doing a pretty good job of keeping trainers cleared out of the way so I don't accidentally run into ones that I need to be prepared for. The reason we're going to visit Mom is to donate a bunch of money so that she can potentially buy us some Pasho berries by the time we get back to Olivine or whatever it's called. Honestly, I can't wait until we get Fly. Until we get Fly, because then it'll make so many of these little trips so much quicker. It's just a matter of going to the box and grabbing our Fly slave. Alright, Mom, take my money. Figured we'd shake up the music real quick. The downside to being on emulator is, of course, the fact that the music gets all screwed up when you do speed up, and that means I have to come up with other backing tracks for everything. The trouble is, even having donated money to Mom, it takes time. It's just random chance, as far as I can tell, for her to actually spend her money. Which makes it less efficient. Make sure everyone's healed up. I'm gonna put these moves back in order. I put Shadow Claw at the top for the ghost fight, but dang, I am just running into everyone now. Okay, rapid switching. It does still have... Oh shoot, wait, we got wrapped. I just realized that that's what happened. Okay, hang on. Alright. Let's lead with someone else. Find a nice low-level Tentacool. How low-level can it be and still have toxic spikes? Okay, as long as it's below level 22, it won't have a wrap, so that's fine. There we go, there's toxic spikes. And we got away. Alright, so that's all we needed to prep for Chuck. So now it's time for some battle music. Okay, and while we're here, I'm actually going to remember to get Honey to the level cap this time. Just 2 levels to reach level 31 for the Chuck fight. Oh, jeez. There you are. I just remembered something else that we want to do before we actually go into the fight. No, do not heal. Oh, jeez. Brain. Okay, so he will be leading with Primate. We want Honey to be holding a choice scarf. We're pre-poisoned so that we can't be put to sleep or paralyzed by Poliwrath when it comes out. So we might be able to get off just a nice, quick and dirty kill. Nice and fast. Ryuko, you get a Sharp Beak to give your flying type moves that extra kick if we need it. Lumberry works for you, Toad. And yeah, let's stick with the citrus. Nah, you get another Lumberry. Oh, welcome to the stream, Lastborn. We are just about to take on the 5th gym leader, I want to say. Pretty sure. Yeah, Lumberries all around seems like the strat for the most part. It'll help protect from random status from Poliwrath. We really don't want to... Really don't want to risk using... getting status at a bad time here. We'll shake it up a little by giving Natasha a citrus berry. That should work. Oh, and apparently the water resets if we leave and come back. Okay, let's do a last minute check and then we will face Chuck. Level 31, poisoned, scarfed, has aerial ace. Level 31, carrying a Lumberry. 31, Lumberry. 31, Sharp Beak. Level 31 and Lumberry. And level 31 and a Citrus Berry. Just shake things up. Alright, we should be able to do this. Chuck, it is time for you to know the fear of bugs. Okay, the scarf was enough to outspeed. I assumed it would be, but I figured there was always a chance. Then again, Honey does have decent speed EVs, if I recall correctly. Or IVs. Plenty of speed EVs, but also some decent IVs. Okay, so its best moves against me are Surf and Body Slam, but Chuck's AI is kind of garbage. I wouldn't be at all surprised if he went for Focus Punch. Anyway, we're locked into Aerial Ace, and that should be doing plenty of damage, especially after the Guts boost. So I don't think there's really any chance that he KOs us here, even with a crit. Yeah, we were perfectly safe. We actually took about the same damage from poison that we took from his Surf. Well, we beat Bugsy with only bug types. We just beat Chuck with only fighting types. We got the Storm Badge. And we can use Fly outside of battle. Nice. Okay, time to heal up Honey. And I think... yeah, there we go. Okay, this lady gave me the TM for Fly, and Mom spent some of my money. Alright, and now we have the reason we kept Kenya around. We can teach her Fly. Okay, now this is an interesting thing. See, gonna show you real quick. After Chuck, the official follow-up is Jasmine. But if we take a look at Jasmine's team, her level cap is 35. And what's interesting about that is that if we take a look at Price, his level cap is 34. So we're doing Price first, because we're actually free to face them in whichever order we prefer. So, with that said, we have a water type, 2 ice types to contend with. Over in Mahogany Town, which we have already visited once. But before we do that, let's take care of his gym trainers. So, a quick look here. That Jinx could actually be a bit problematic for several of our Pokemon. Yeah, wow, most of our Pokemon are vulnerable to that Jinx, because we got weak to Psychic, weak to Ice, weak to Ice, weak to Ice, weak to Ice, weak to Psychic, and weak to Psychic. The only Pokemon that isn't weak to something is that, but it looks like she only has Ice moves. Meaning we don't have to worry about Psychic. In which case, Honey should be able to deal with that no problem. Oh, I wasn't showing. So, yeah. Nothing really worrisome to deal with. I mean, the thing is, we've got a Heracross, okay? There's only so much that we can... There's only so much that we can do to mess this up. Now, it does look like we'll have to... Oh, hang on. I think the rocket hideout in Mahogany Town... I think that's the stuff that we need to do in order to get in there, but there's a chance that it also checks whether we've cured Ampharos. So let's deal with this first. All right. Oh, we've unlocked the Safari Zone. Nice. Yeah, unfortunately, the Safari Zone does not unlock any new encounters for us. It does give us an extra area for when we're doing our hunt for Metal Coat. Speaking of Metal Coat, once we clear through this area... Oh. Once we clear through this area, we will be able to access the Mahogany Town rocket hideout, which is where we get the TM for Thief. So we'll finally be able to evolve Ryoku. Let's lead Butter for now. Wait, what the heck? Is that intended to be that way? Apparently, these are two separate spaces that are somehow both covered in grass, even though only one of them is covered in grass. I'm very confused right now. I should actually check. Route 43. Are there any useful items that I should have picked up while passing through there? TM36 is Sludge Bomb. Okay, that is worth it. And while I'm up at the Lake of Rage, I need a Pokemon with Surf. I actually have to have one. Okay, we're gonna go back. I just realized we have to have a Pokemon with Surf. I can't just get by using Kenya. Guess we can call that there. Switch back to chill music. So hang on, did I already get the TM for Sludge Bomb? No, that was not the item that I picked up. It's just a black apricorn tree. Don't need that. Huh. Where in that area do I get it? Okay, I'll have to hunt around. Anyway. First, we'll get the most important item here at the Lake of Rage. The choice specs. Apparently at high tide and low tide I can get certain gifts. Hold up. That's TM's 10 and 43. 10 is hidden power, 43 is secret power. Interesting. And also on Wednesdays I can get On Wednesdays, I can get the expert belt, so we'll probably do a bit of time traveling to deal with that. Anyway, this Gyarados is like level 35, I believe. Oh, level 30. Which is actually pretty dangerous since we don't have anything that can use an electric move. Has Dragon Rage, but at that level it shouldn't have Thrash, so that's at least an improvement. It'll be stuck with Bite, Dragon Rage, and Twister. I think we'll lead with Toad. Just put it to sleep. You know, when I actually decide to approach it. Oh, that's the alternate route. Wonder why they call it the Lake of Rage. Yeah, this music is great. One of these days I'll play Pokemon XD or Pokemon Coliseum on stream, and y'all will get the chance to appreciate just how amazing that those games are. And the music is a major selling point for them. This is the Pyrite Town theme from Pokemon XD, so it's spelled like that. But yeah, this XD and Coliseum both had really excellent music. Mirror B's themes in both games are just, oh, so good. So over the top, but so good. Actually, it does occur to me that Heracross might once again be the best option for this match. Simply on having resistance to Dark-type moves, but I don't think I'm gonna go that way, at least at first, since Heracross would get hit by Intimidate. Sorry, just skimming around the outer edge, picking up items before we deal with the red Gyarados. Okay, so we got Secret Power, that's nice. Oh, and we got Hidden Power. Nice. I don't know how many copies of Hidden Power we actually get access to in this game. Generally, it's one of the TMs that's easier to get a hold of, because basically everything that can learn TMs learns Hidden Power. Oh wow, Wild Gyarados. You know what would be hilarious? If you were just faffing about in the Lake of Rage prior to doing the shiny Gyarados battle and you came across a shiny Gyarados. That would be just great. All right. I think we should be good to go. I'm probably gonna give a bunch of citrus berries to help our team take dragon rages a bit better. In fact, I'll go through the bag to do it. It'll save time. Honestly, I probably should have swapped Bubble for Natasha, but anyway. Yep, I'm leading Toad. Yeah, this should be fine. And there we go. Yeah, it's crazy that we found just a random shiny Gyarados there. Well, anyway. Okay, hold up. I gotta pull this open on Bulbapedia. I need to know where that Sludge Bomb TM is. So, Route 43 Johto. Okay, so we don't get the TM until after we defeat Team Rocket. Got it. Okay, into Mahogany Town. Oh, and we get to watch Lance murder a man. So that's exciting. I think we will bring Penny along with us. And unfortunately, that is just because we might wind up needing something to sack in order to end some match up ahead. And Penny is by far the most sacrificable Pokemon that we have. Nothing against Penny. She's lovely. I love and appreciate Penny. But I have to be practical during this Nuzlocke. So yeah, Lance just murdered a man. This is what happens when we leave him alone. And every time we pass one of these statues, a rocket grunt appears. So let's see here. Yeah, this should work for the first one. Oh wow, we actually missed a sleep powder. It happens from time to time. Oh. Huh. Okay. I didn't realize it was going to be back-to-back rocket grunts. That was like 5 paralysis in a row. After a 1-turn sleep. What the crap? Yeah, why not? Maybe it's the same trainers every time you pass in front of these. Yeah, I guess it's the same trainers every time we pass in front of one of those statues. Well, anyway. And this next guy just has 4 Rattatas. Just gonna clear out all of these. They're just annoyances at this point. Okay, well, we took care of that nicely. Okay, so that's the first floor cleared out. Times it 850. Okay. We got a bit more time. Trouble is, my attention span doesn't allow me to... Oh. Doesn't allow me to remember which way things are. Oh, I literally just went and healed, but okay. So on the next floor, it looks like there are some guaranteed electrodes at level 23. So they shouldn't have the ability to explode, but I never really trust that. So we're gonna be using bubble on those. That seems like the safest way. With that said, the first couple of rocket grunts we'll deal with differently. You know what? I should do this the smart way. Okay. Alright, next floor down. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, it looks like the first person we're likely to encounter is a scientist with a pair of coughing. Okay, how are we going to deal with you? I think Toad should do alright. Ah, there we go. That'll open up the opportunity we need. Oh my gosh, that was 2 one-turn sleeps. That was twice in a row. The odds on that are actually so bad. Like, how? How does that keep happening? How do I keep getting so many one-turn sleeps? Okay, that's the TM for Snatch. Eradicate Tail. There we go, there's the self-destruct that I knew was probably coming. Okay, and we encored you into Smog, which makes it perfectly safe for Penny to come in, and Nightshade you to death. This next person might be that. And you should be able to deal with them. I was wrong about who this would be, but it shouldn't be an issue. We don't need spider web since the AI doesn't switch in this game. Eradicate Tail and Slowpoke Tail. Okay, who are you? You're that guy. Got it. Honestly, this should be fine. Oh, you're that guy. Okay. Is this it? TM30, TM46, Thief. Okay. So now it's time to face off against Executive Petrol. And you know what? This is a great time for us to go and do something else. The thing is, we now have access to Thief, which means we can teach one of our Pokemon Thief and steal a metal coat from something. Okay. Who are we teaching Thief to? I think the actual best choice would be Penny Parker. Just because that will give Penny a nice roll. That'll give Penny a function outside of potential sacrifice. So now... Oh, hi, Mom. Okay, time to go and get ourselves a metal coat. I would have gotten one already from the Pokeathlon, but that's not actually available as a Pokeathlon prize until the post-game. However, what is available prior to the post-game is this grass patch on Route 39, where we can potentially run into a Magnemite. And now it's just a matter of managing to steal the item that we want away from a Magnemite carrying it. I'm a tank. You know, it occurs to me that a normal monolock or a single stage only monolock in this game would probably be pretty similar on both sides. You'd start by picking up a Dunsparce in the Dark Cave. You'd grab a Tauros on one route and a Miltank on another. I think that's a standout thing. A lot of single-stage Nuzlocks involve a lot of normal types because there are a lot of normal-type single-stage Pokemon. Hang on real quick. Olivine City... So it's 20% there, 20% there, 20% there. Okay, time of day doesn't affect it. So it's only a 20% chance here to encounter Magnemite, and I think Magnemite probably has like a 5% chance of carrying the item that we need. So that's annoying, but not that much of an issue. I should probably actually just add it into the save file. Alright, come on, Magnemite. Do me a solid. Oh, I think I got it. Yep, okay, that's it. And now, while it is technically possible to trade a Pokemon, on emulator, just by having a second emulator open, I am instead going to simply do a quick edit. So if y'all give me just a minute here. Yeah, that should be it. And just like that, we now officially have a Scizor, which is so good. Should probably put a lot of defense investment in there as well, actually. Hold up. The Scizor's best role is generally in bulky attacker. Anyway, there we go. We have our Steel type. This is going to be very helpful. And before y'all worry, I had already looked into level up movesets, and there really isn't a good reason to hold off on evolving Scizor, and there wasn't a good reason prior to this point to hold off on leveling up to here. Among other things, Scizor gets access to Iron Head and Iron Defense, which are significantly better than Double Team and Air Slash, which are the options Scyther got. So yeah, okay. Now we can head back to the Rocket Hideout. And we now officially have 2 Pokemon that are resistant to flying. So that's nice. One of them is even offensive, which is actually the reason that I took the time to do this. Because we are about to run into some flying type Pokemon that we'll want to have a good answer into. Except I just realized what else this thing is carrying. Oh. I almost didn't think of something specific. Yeah, this should work out just fine. Now for a cheeky option. We are actually going to give Honey a Chillin' Berry. All right. Yep, we've got a Lumberry to deal with potential Confuse Ray from Zubat. And we've got a Chillin' Berry for the later portion. Alright. Yeah, did I already get this? Yes, I did. Alright, so we've got another battle coming up, this time against a Rocket Grunt and a Rocket Executive. And I think we are still going to lead with Ryuko. To help us deal with one of the earlier Rocket Pokemon. Other than that, I think a good plan is just going to be to hand out a bunch of Lumberries. We'll leave it at that. You'll see why I wanted to be leading Ryuko here. Anyway, this is the reason. We're going to U-turn immediately. We're gonna make this a 2-on-1 as fast as we can. Okay. And thanks to that, we can Psybeam Grimer for a quick one-shot, hopefully. Oh, nope. Dragonite took care of it for us, so we'll be Psybeaming the Arbok. And that is why we passed out Lumberries. There goes Murkrow. Luckily, we have counterplay for Murkrow. Still sad that I couldn't hang on to Roost long enough to use it on Ryuko here, but it is what it is. There we go. Okay, hang on. With the Electrode, they're at level 23. Should be those moves. You're carrying a Lumberry, good. That said, I think Natasha will work best here. I wonder, actually, if I can just run from the battle. No, I can't. I have to feint them. Whirlpool. Alright, well, that's that clear. Now we can take care of the gym trainers in the Mahogany Gym. Let's see. Yeah, you really won't do well in the Mahogany Gym. Truthfully, several of these Pokemon won't really do well. I could have a full team of Pokemon that aren't vulnerable to ice in there if I hadn't gotten Pineco killed, but oh well. Anyway. Time for an ice puzzle. Okay, so this is the lady with the physical jinx. And this is the dude with the 2 Swinub. I'm kind of just spamming Oran Berries as healing because I'm probably never going to use them as held items again. Citrus Berries will basically always be better from this point on. Okay, next is a dude with a Seal, a Dugong, and a Seal. Yeah, he just forced me to max out with Swords Dance, and I'm not really complaining. I kind of figured that would happen. last person has a dugong. Alright, well, that's the gym trainers taken care of. And all under the level cap. Alright, now I have a pretty wild idea here. But I do want to check if I have an item that will help support it. Okay, I don't currently have a Yachi Berry, but I can always go and visit a department store to see if my mom has given me one. Bon, Koba, Kasib, Babiri. Okay, no Yachi. Oh well. Alright, let's pick our team. I might actually... It's kind of a tough call. The thing is, this gym is heavily physically oriented, so since I've given Toad so much training in physical defense, it kind of makes sense to actually use Toad for this gym battle. To be honest, though, I don't really expect this to be a problem of a gym in any way, because we have honey. Like, I know this is getting a bit repetitive, but I cannot stress how ridiculously good Heracross is. In every game, not just in a game where he has a fantastic matchup into most opponents. Okay. Give out citrus berries where I think they will be helpful. Price doesn't spam any status moves. And I have a pretty straightforward plan for this gym battle, but I think I'll keep it. But I think I'll wait to share it until we're actually in the gym battle. I will take a moment, though, and go through our TMs, see if there are any that I want to teach. There's definitely one that I want to teach. Where are you? Sludge Bomb. There you go. There's exactly one Pokemon in the entire game that I would want this on, and it's not a hard call. Natasha with... Okay, we're gonna drop some of these. Natasha is the only one who pairs well with Sludge Bomb, especially with Tinted Lens. Alright, so... we are going to put Toad up front. And that's pretty much the strategy that I'm rolling with here. I'm not even going to explain it, because it's so absurdly simple. Drop a save to make sure we don't have a crash or anything. Saving these games are so... saving this game is so slow. Alright, Price. The Winter Trainer. It is time for you to get wrecked by a Heracross. Okay, this is the strategy here. Step 1, click Spore. We even outspeed the Seal. That should hypothetically buy us a turn or two for setup. Not that we really need it, but it's nice to have. It's our best bet for avoiding Icy Wind stat drops. Best case scenario, he goes for like Hail. Dang it. It still shouldn't be a problem. Like, even after that, we should outspeed the Piloswine, and the Dugong can't threaten us. It can outspeed us, it can hit us with a Roar Beam, this could even hypothetically crit or lower our attack, but it's not an issue. Like, we were still gonna outspeed the Piloswine, and we're at +2 attack. I don't even think we needed an attack bonus to one-shot everything here. I just went for it to be on the safe side. Okay, bye, Price. We got our Glacier badge, and I'm guessing we get the TM for Icy Wind. Hail. It was Icy Wind in the original Gold and Silver games. But I guess they decided not to bring back Icy Wind as a TM in this generation. Alright, well, that was fun. We might actually call it there. This has been kind of a long stream, and that feels like a good place to stop. I mean, the trouble is, like, the next thing is... The next stage of the run is literally just going straight to Jasmine. And wrecking her with Heracross as well. Like, there's little to figure out there. We go to Heracross, or we go to Jasmine, clear out her gym trainers, destroy her with Heracross, and move on. After that, we've actually got a challenging gym battle coming. We've got a whole gauntlet of Team Rocket stuff, and then a challenging gym battle against Claire. It is Claire, right? Yep, Claire. The Blackthorn City gym leader. So, like, we have some stuff that will actually be difficult. One of the main challenges that we'll see in the Rocket Gauntlet is that we have to face one of the executives who has a Houndour and a Houndoom, which I'm pretty sure we can still deal with just by sending in Heracross with a Choice Scarf. But who knows exactly how we'll decide to do that in the end. And then Claire's team is actually pretty threatening. We're basically a neutral matchup into it, but I prefer to have the advantage. So we'll see. Anyway, I think this is where we're going to call it for the night. Thanks again to the Raiders. If any of y'all are still around, if you feel like it, drop a follow. I'd appreciate it. You do not have to at all. But that is where we're going to leave it. We'll be back tomorrow night. Probably around 7:30 like usual. My time. I've got my schedule on Twitch. Go ahead and look it up if you're trying to figure it out. Anyone who wants to join the Discord, feel free to drop !Discord in the chat. You'll be able to join with the link there. But yeah. This is going all right. I could very reasonably see us progressing through... I could very easily see us hitting the Elite Four by Friday, and then we could be into the host game by Saturday, and that opens up a whole bunch of new opportunities that I'm not even totally sure about. Once we beat the Elite Four, which I genuinely think we will do, as long as I don't royally mess this up, I'll have to go through the entire map and check areas that we haven't gotten encounters and new areas for all sorts of random encounters with radio events and stuff that I don't even necessarily know how they work. So it'll be a whole thing. But I am looking forward to it. If we beat the Elite Four, I want to go on to Trainer Red with this run. I think it's very possible, and I think it'll be a blast, so yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. It's been fun. Appreciate y'all, and I hope to see you next time. Later, folks.